No one bitch could be my op, that shit offends me. It's corporate giants and machines that win against me.
Spirit eating good and the flesh getting anorexic. I got big plans.
Period.
Devil try that talking loud like he don't see the exit. Read the word and walk it out. It got my spirit two-stepping.
Welcome back to my channel. Now have a seat, followed by a sip, and please don't forget to leave a tip by liking and subscribing to your girl's channel. So in my last video, I was asking myself, how in the world did Meg Thee Stallion go from a horse to a snake to a butterfly? But as I started to think about it and really ponder on the thought of it, okay, snake, she's shedding out of her skin, hence the first album, she's coming off the egg, and she's shedding out of whatever a snake does. Now from the butterfly has now evolved and it's spreading its wings. It's out of its cocoon, it's out of its cocoon. And a butterfly, just represents a rebirth. It represents, just evolution. And maybe this is what we're going to see in Megan the Act 2. I will keep wanting to say Renaissance Act 2 because it's the Beyonce formula, as I said in my last video. So Megan Act 2, no wonder she popped out with the Tory guy.
Let me know what's up. You give me them eyes. Boy, I'm trying to.
Which is just such a troll to me. Honestly, I don't know if this is Megan Thee Stallion or if this is Jay-Z with Rock Nation, but the storyline is definitely coming together and it's just so strategic. It's so logical. It just makes so much sense. If you just look back at the full picture of it, the act 1 is just, it's a little bit harder. It's a little bit more rough around the edges. He cheating on me. I'm lying to him. Blah, 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 blah. And which maybe that's the story between her and Tory Lanez and which got them into the whole debacle that they got into. And now with the butterfly, it's almost like a rebirth. Tory's behind bars. And I'm just impromptu chat. Like, don't make it seem like this is what it is. I'm just speaking out loud and just, chatting up with y'all. But the butterfly, she's coming out of all of that. She's got this new tough skin and she gets to spread her wings and fly away. And then on top of that, the dude, the name Tory, the first album was kind of like Tory, the first Tory. Now the second Tory is like, bringing on the softer, sensual, seductive side to her, soft girl era. And, honestly, with Meg, I really hope that she has her opinion in this, because at this point, I don't know if she's a puppet. I don't know if she has any kind of creativity behind this, because honestly, as Nicki Minaj said, it's the machine.
It's corporate giants and machines that win against me.
It's a machine. It's not necessarily the artist. And it's given that Megan really isn't given much of her identity. Everything is looking Beyonce-esque.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
And it's not a bad thing. It looks good. But for Megan, her legend is being followed by Beyonce. And that's not a bad thing. But what about you? What makes you stand out? What solidifies you? You're now picking up the crumbs of somebody that came before you. And again, I don't want to make it seem like it's a bad thing, but where's your creativity? Well, I guess the anime does come into it with the creativity-isk of it all. But just the formula.
Corporate giants and machines that win against me.
The formula is, I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But the formula is just very, very spiteful. And I wonder how the Queen B, I wonder how Beyonce feels about this. Maybe they're in on this. She did just take a picture with Glorilla and Meg sitting next to her.
And I'm real tatted. Tell Zeus Network, I'm the real band.
So I really feel bad for Nicki because, I'm feeling myself. Here we go from, I'm feeling myself with my girl B. B sends her flowers when she had the baby, and then the whole Rock Nation thing, Rock Nation selling title, and Nicki claiming she didn't get a dime out of it, and now here it is. Nicki's calling out Jay-Z for, you know, not putting Lil Wayne on the stage, and Mamacita drops. And
Big T, but he not a big talker though. Bust shots if you bust shots, look fun for me. Heavy on a been bad bitch, fuck with me. Son of these bitches is still fun to me. If they on top, if they step under me. Bust shots if you bust shots.
And she's, you know, showing the new song that she's, you know, about to drop. And now here it is, Megan drops Megan Act 2. It's, I can see how frustrating this can be for Nicki. I really can. Because it looks good. Now, if it looked shitty, I'm sure Nicki would be like, whatever. But the presentation of it all just comes together. It really is a machine that Nicki is not going to be able to win against. And thankfully, she has barbs that really support her. But can she keep up with Rock Nation's budget? Can Nicki Minaj keep up with Rock Nation's budget? Nicki is not no brokey, but I can only imagine how much money she has to come out of pocket for everything. And I really do believe maybe that is another reason why she didn't release any music videos to Pink Friday 2. You know, because everything is coming from her. How does she really keep up with Meg Thee Stallion? And when I say Meg Thee Stallion, I don't mean as far as rap, because, you know, Nicki will run circles around Meg. But when it comes down to promotion, when it comes down to just, you know, everybody that's working behind the scenes, the whole force that is behind Megan Thee Stallion now. Then on top of that, you know, her taking pictures with Beyonce. It's like, damn, why we don't see Nicki and Beyonce in the same room ever anymore? You know, it makes me really frustrated for Nicki. But I don't want Nicki to keep trying to be competitive with Meg, because at this point she solidifies her spot and she knows who she is, and I do believe that she knows her worth in this game. But is it time for Nicki to just, I don't want to say bow out gracefully, but is it time for Nicki to just, I don't want to say, you know, not put up a fight anymore? Is it time for Nicki to stop giving this attention? You know, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. We haven't seen probably a fraction of what Nicki has seen. But is it time for Nicki to stop going on these rants against Jay-Z, Rock Nation, and everybody else? Is it time? I don't know, because I'm not in her shoes. And that's why sometimes when people say, oh, Nicki's on another coke rant, I'm just like, but we don't really know what has been done to Nicki. I'm sure she can't tell us everything, and the way she gives us little subliminals about like dark energy and all this other stuff, something in me makes me feel like Nicki didn't completely sell her soul, you know, or she must have pulled out of something and was like, nah, this ain't right, you know. But that Jay-Z boy, that Jay-Z is a force that I don't think when Nicki starts calling out Jay-Z, I get scared for her. I really do, and I don't know why, but I'm like, Jay-Z, just like how Kanye got on stage and was like, don't kill me, Jay.
Jay-Z, I know you don't kill us. Please don't send them out my head. Just call me. Talk to me like a man.
I'd be like, oh, girl, Kanye may be a little crazy, but I do think there's some truth to what he be saying, and I just don't want Nicki to put herself in a situation where it compromises her mental, her spiritual, her emotional state. And it seems like all of it is being compromised behind Rock Nation and Jay-Z, you know. Megan's album, Act 2, I mean, look at it looks good. Megan's music videos look bomb. I mean, the outfits, the body, just her presentation, the way she just bounced back, you know? And the way Megan was so strategic to poke Nicki, for Nicki to poke back, and then Megan was like, well, see ya, got the clock that I needed, don't want to be ya. You know, it's just, it's calculated, it's good. It's like a good chess game. But I don't know if the queen is going to conquer the king. I don't know. And every day is being compromised because people are calling her crazy. People are saying she's going on coke rants. People are saying she's bitter. People are saying she's mean. People are saying so many things about her, but if only we knew half of it. And as far as Meg, I mean, Meg right now, she chilling. She chilling like a villain. Really. Literally chilling like a villain. I'm sure she's sitting back like, For real. But anyway, that's my little impromptu chat about this whole thing. What do you guys think? Can Nicki really defeat Jay-Z, and how would she do it? How would she do it? I mean, her sales are still, her numbers are still rising. Her album is still doing great. Her world tour is doing great. The shoe line is doing lovely. The nails line is doing lovely. I mean, she's still winning, but it must feel like a sucker punch to know that every time you make a move, somebody's going to hit you with a checkmate. I know that has to be frustrating. But anyway, that's my time. I'm your host, Sunny. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to your girl. I love your comments, good or indifferent, down below. And you guys, woo! You guys let me know how you guys feel about this entire situation. I'm out. Peace.
Spirit eating good and the flesh getting anorexic. God got a big plan. Period. Devil try to talking loud like he don't see the exit. Read the word and walk it out. It got my spirit two-stepping.